Hey, welcome back to me being cheap. So I want to talk to you about some of the age limits on some canned food, and I'll talk to you a little bit about what we made tonight. So first of all, these are home canned pecans. They were canned in December 2019. Right now it's July of 2022. These pecans, they taste fine. They look fine. They're still crunchy. They're still good pecans. So nothing wrong with these. And I guess you would say, given that it's July 2022, these are it's been 2.5 years since they were canned. They're probably a little older than that, just because of when they were picked up off the ground. Okay, so that's the nuts. Now, I have 2 bags of chocolate chips here, and I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up, but this is more of a matte finish. This is more of a crinkly, shiny finish. These were some that were open in the cabinet, and the best by date is rubbed off. You can't even see it. So I don't know how old these are. I'm assuming they're older than this. I don't have any bags in storage that look like this one. I'm almost thinking that maybe these are some that Michael had at his house before we got married and before he moved in. So there was a few in here. It wasn't enough that I needed for this recipe, but these were very heavy on the bloom, and I tasted them. And the initial taste was okay, but then they had a funky aftertaste. So I did not use these, but they were open and they were stored in just a Ziploc bag. So I don't know how old they were, but they were older than these. These were open for a while. They eventually had to be thrown out because of the heavy bloom. These tasted just fine. The best by date on these is February 2021. So these are about 1.5 years past their best by date, which we know that dates really don't mean a whole lot. I want to dump some of these out and show them to you. These are fine. There's no of the white chalky or what's called the bloom, and they tasted fine. So I can tell you that chocolate chips stored in a cool, dark area that are not open are good at least 1.5 years past the best by date. These were open and they were not good, and I sure wish I had the date on these, but I can't tell you because it's smeared off. All right, so back to this fantastic chocolate cake. Appalachia Homestead with Patera, she did a video on this a few days ago, or maybe about a week ago. This is called a coal miner cake. I think that's what she called it. It's really good. It's got a devil food cake, a can of cherry pie filling, and the topping has got chocolate and pecans and some sugar and some milk. So head on over to her channel and look up this recipe because this cake was really good. As you could tell, we had quite a few pieces of it. But yep, we're doing pantry cooking tonight. So I made this cake, and Michael made some beans that were fantastic and some cornbread. All right, so please don't throw out food just because the date is maybe even 3 years past what you would normally use it by. Food is still good. The date is just a suggestion. All right, thanks for watching. Have a nice evening.